Hello students, welcome to CA session. Students, today we will continue the same chapter. Chapter 3 HTML1 Basic HTML Elements. So students, we were discussing about various types of list. So there are three types of list: unordered list, ordered list and definition list. So in the previous video we studied about unordered list and now we will study ordered list. So ordered list is also known as numbered list. That means there will be a particular sequence. We will be able to see numbers, letters, Roman numbers, etc. in the list items. So ordered list means you have to use OL tag. You can see naming convention OL for ordered list. Then for every list item you have to use LI tag. So I have used OL start tag, then LI start tag for first list item, LI closed. LI start tag for second list item, then type the list item and close LI tag, then another LI, type the third item and close LI, then close OL tag. Then students, you will be able to see numbers in the list items. So here the list items are sequenced properly. Now if we want to change this list style, if we want to change the list style, then we can use type attribute in OL tag. But here OL tag have two attributes. OL tag have two attributes, type attribute and start attribute. Type attribute, if we write 1, we will be able to see 1, 2, 3 and so on. If we write capital A, then we will be able to see capital letters here. If we type small a, we will be able to see small ABCD here. If we write capital I, then we will get capital Roman numbers. If we write small I, then we will get small Roman letters. Now, small Roman numbers. Now, if we use start 5 means the list will start from 5. If we are writing 4, then list will start from 4. So here in start value, we have to always write a number. So now I will tell you how to use these attributes here. So students, if we write type equals to 1 here, OL type equals to 1, because attributes we have to always write in the start tag. So if we write 1, we will get 1, 2, 3 in 3 list items. If we write capital A, we will get capital A, B, C in the list items. If we write small a, then we will get small ABCD in the list items. If we write capital I, we will get capital Roman numbers in the list items. If we write small I, then we will get small Roman numbers in the list items. So now students, the use of start attribute. So we have two attributes, type and start. Here I have written type equals to capital A. That means capital alphabets will be there in front of the list items. But if I have written start equals to 4, that means the sequence means the list will start from the fourth letter and that is D. So D, E, F will be there. In capital alphabets, you know very well, 26 letters are there. So 24th letter, then 25th and 26th. That means last 3 letters, 24, 25 and 26th will be X, Y, Z. Now students, we will study about the third type of list and that is definition list. You might have seen while writing definition, you write the definition term and then you leave some space before the definition and then you used to write the definition. So this type of list is known as indented list. We used to create space before the definition and it does not contain bullets and numbers. So how to write the definition list? Naming convention is there again. Definition list means DL. So we will use DL tag. Then DT, definition term. Specify the definition term and close DT. DD means definition description. Means actual definition. So here we write DD tag, write the definition, then close DD tag. For second term, means if we have to explain the second definition, we have to write the definition term. So take second DT, write the second definition term and close DT. Now write the definition of the second term. We will use DD tag, write whole definition and close DD tag, and in the last you close definition list. So here we have defined two terms. So first is coffee, its definition. Second is milk, its definition. So you can see the space before the definition. So this type of list is known as indented list. Now students, the last topic is nested list. So in this we can combine various lists, like we can have ordered list inside the unordered list or unordered list inside the list. So the definition is that list within the list. We can use a list inside another list. So here there is a list. You can see, first of all, numbered list is there first of all, with two list item, colors and fruits. Colors is having unordered list with 3 list items, and fruits also there is unordered list with 3 list items. So here students, for ordered list we know very well. For numbers we use OL tag. So OL is written. First list item you can see, this is first list item and this is second list item. So written in LI tags. Now after first LI we have to use unordered list with 3 list item. So same I have done, we have used unordered list with 3 list items. So it's very easy to write. Fruits is second list item, that is ordered list. Now after that there is unordered list. So we have to write 3 list items in unordered list. For unordered list we will use UL tag again and then 3 LIs inside it. I hope you understood. We will change the bullets and see the effects. So now here students, we have changed the bullet style. You can see. So here the colors list item is ordered list. This one is ordered list. So first list is the ordered list. So ordered list is already there. But here we have to write type equals to capital A. As capital A, B, C, D is there in the sequence. Now after colors we have unordered list. We can see circles here. So you have to write type circle here. Type equals to circle. Now here students, after fruits we have ordered list this time. So ordered list means we need numbers. So you can simply use OL tag or you can write type equals to 1. So here in place of unordered list we will use OL tag type equals to 1 if you want to write. If you simply write OL tag, then also ordered list will come. And here you have to close this OL tag. Got it? You have to start ordered list once. Okay, because these 2 list items are of one ordered list. Then after that, after first list item, you have to use one unordered list. So we have used it here. Then here one ordered list. Same we have used here. So students, I hope you understood this chapter. Rest of the code of nested list we will do in practical videos. Only this much in this chapter. Thank you. Have a nice day.